Hello, I'm Fred Rowe from Sarah Bright Fly Fishing Guide Service. I've been teaching, guiding, writing, and lecturing on fly fishing in the Eastern Sierras since 1982. Well, this is the winter that just keeps on giving, storm after storm, and we're due for another storm this week. We'll see what it does to our area. Well, let's talk about Hot Creek. Well, you can park at Airport Road and Hot Creek Hatchery Road and hike in if you really need to fish the creek that bad. I suspect that the fishing in there will be good because it hasn't had any fishing pressure, but with all the cold weather, I'm going to be nymphing and I'm going to be fishing blue wing olive nymphs like the beadhead flashback pheasant tail or the olive quildagon. Okay, over to the Upper Owens River. Benton Crossing Road at 395, which we all call the Green Church Road. Well, right at the Green Church, the road's closed. So no access into there, no fishing. We'll see how it fishes once they open up the road and all these little storms pass through. Okay, let's head down the hill. Well, last weekend, we had a big rainstorm on top of the weeks before snow, so that doubled up the amount of water that was coming down. The water coming out of Pleasant Valley Reservoir, the reservoir actually spilled over the spillway and it was running around 1,000 CFS. So obviously it was high chocolate brown and unfishable. And then the term I heard was sheet water. Well, all the water off the tablelands ran down the hill and ran into the river. Just one big sheet of water coming down. That's where a lot of the water came from and a ton of erosion. So Chalk Bluff Road is washed out in a spot or two. So it's closed. So no fishing on the wild trout section. But you can get to Five Bridges. But it's still too muddy to fish. I would try black streamers in there or lots of weight and get down. But I'd wait a few days to see what the weather's going to do and if things clear up. But I'm thinking it's going to be middle of next week before we can really get in there and do any fishing. Okay, let's go over to Bishop Creek Canal. Well, I'm hoping that's going to be the water we can fish. But right now, it's still high and still muddy. And we'll see how quickly it clears up. But my guess is that by the weekend, we might be able to do a little fishing in there. With the water up, the fish aren't spooky. And again, I'm nymphing in there, and I like fishing 3 different ways in there. I fish a dry and a dropper, I fish with a Euro nymph, and I also fish under an indicator. And I'm basically using same fly patterns either way. Midges and blue wing olive nymph patterns. And again, the olive quildagon and the beadhead flashback pheasant tail, and then for the canal, gold-ribbed hares here are my 3 favorite flies for in there. So this has been Fred Rowe from Sarah Bright Fly Fishing Guide Service. I can be found on Instagram or Facebook or on YouTube with Laughing Parrot Productions.